This model kit review is of the Tiger Shark. It's a fun little kit, 1/25th scale model by MPC, obviously released by Round 2. Here it shows some of the features. It says a revolving display stand. We'll have to see what that means. Doors open and close. You've got a console. Hood opens and closes. That's nice. You can see the engine. And the front wheels turn. Some rocker panels with chrome. And then we've got an engine. Some detailed headrests, suspension, tail lights, and so on. Well, let's have a look inside. Actually, you know what? At the back here, you can see there the parts. So maybe look at these kits. You can see. Okay, I've got an engine. I've got some, decals. I've got clear and orange options there, wheels, and so on. So, well, let's have a look inside and see what we've got. Okay, so let's have a look. This is our body. And kind of looks like a cute little spy car. We've got a fair amount of mold lines here that need to get sanded off. Some over here, there, mostly in the creases, which are easier to disguise, but it's fairly prominent. Here is the, I guess the lower part of the body, or not quite a floor pan. It's going to go something like that. I guess lower part of the body. Okay, next set of sprues here. So here's our engine. It's a V8 engine, they said. Some engine parts. This looks like our cylinder for the clutch and so on. We've got some more engine parts there, pulleys. Here's the inside of the door, outsides of the door. Here's our chassis. Lots of flashing and mold lines, needs to get sanded down. Tons of flashing here. That's probably part of our display stand. Here are our seats, at least the backs of them. Got a lot of flashing that needs to come off. Very old kits. Radiator there, hood, one piece there. Not sure what that's for. I'll have to look and see. Then we've got parts of maybe our steering. Maybe that's our rear axle. And then that might be our instrument panel, steering wheel section. We'll have to see. Here we've got our suspension, and there's the other part of the door that fell off. We've got our tires, which are made out of fairly soft vinyl with some nice tread there, and it's got Firestone printed in gold. I like that. It comes pre-printed. This part here has the stand, so that looks interesting. Also, here's our steering wheel. Not sure what parts belong to the stand. That might be exhaust there. Here's our this looks interesting here. Got some steering parts, I think. It's got to be our cockpit there. That's the rear bumper, and then the headrest for the seats, and pedal box there. Here's our rear axle and drive shaft. I'm not sure what these parts are for. We have to look in the instructions and see. So we have an elastic here. I guess you're going to wind up the rotating display stand, and then we've got some little ball bearings, probably make it flow a little easier. Then we've got, for some reason, an bright orange, glowing neon style glass. Much rather use the clear so you can see inside. We've also got our brakes or brake light there. Got a lot of chrome parts here. Let's have a look at those. Usually these older kits, the chrome is terrible because of the way that it's molded. You have to cut a piece off and then you've got exposed chrome. You can paint it. It just sometimes looks funny. You've got some wheel parts there. Other parts, there's the wheel parts there. Those are much nicer looking wheels, I think. Then here's our instrument panel there. And exhaust headers, the top of the engine, cam covers and so on. Here's our sides and side skirts there. Probably lights there. Okay, let's have a look at our decals here. So that's it. That's for the hood, I guess, and then that's actually for the display. So maybe you can put that on the actual car. Let's have a look here. We're going to build the engine, put our wheels together there, build our interior, the cockpit. We put our chassis together, mount the engine, and then steering rack with the tie rods, mount the wheels, mount the rear axle. There with suspension parts, and then additional parts there for suspension. Build our body, including the doors, put our glass in, and steering wheel. So then over here we've got our rest of the body parts going together, including the radiator, like that. And lastly, putting together some details for the engine bay and the headlight grills, mounting that onto the chassis and putting the remaining details on the back there. Here's our revolving display stand. That's not an exhaust, that's for this part here. And so not sure how well this is going to work, but we can certainly give it a go. All in all, obviously this is not a real car. It's just a little fun little toy car. Molding quality is not great. Fair amount of detail, but it should be a fun little build.